We're up here with my girl Pepper, and we're working on the place command right now, and I'm going to run her through some other things, but I thought I'd take this opportunity as she was relaxing to talk about how we're going to be using it at home and the importance of keeping up on structure and making sure that we're using it properly so that this dog can be successful at home. If you remember from previous videos, we talked about what some of her issues were at home, and they were pretty extreme. They're pretty extreme. She's a very strong dog. She was hard-headed. She was kind of dominant with her property to the point where she was charging male people up trees and really trying to be protective of the house, but at the same time, not listening to the owners at all, pulling them on the leash, was she barking out the window and stuff like this, like just really disruptive behaviors. So she's done a lot of changing. Her mind has felt great. I've been very happy with her. But what we want to talk about today is inside behavior, because that's what we're doing right now. So basically, to keep it simple for you, if she's not in her kennel, we're working with her on something, right? So if we want a break going home, if we want a break from her, or from working with her, she'll be in her kennel. That'll be home base. Kennel, home base, right? That's where she can go relax. That's where you can relax. She's very good in her kennel. If she gives you any issues in the kennel, hey, pop the collar on. You hear any whining, you hear any nonsense, correct her. She'll settle down, okay? After a little while, I imagine a few days of that, she'll adjust and she won't have any issues. We don't have issues with her in the kennel. She's very good in there. She's very calm. So we create the home base in the kennel. Once she comes out, if we're wanting her with us, but we don't want to directly do something with her, place, okay? This is going to keep her successful in the house. This is going to keep her from barking out windows. This is going to keep her from charging the male people. This is going to keep her from just la all over the house, getting into stuff, just being disruptive, okay? The way we use this is we literally can recall her to us and tell her to go onto the bed, which I'll give examples of. And the rules of the place command is that she's not allowed to get off that bed unless you've released her or given her another command, right? If she gets off prematurely, it's a correction and then a recall back to place, okay? It's as simple as that. Now, I'm going to give you some examples here. She's been sitting here. I've been wanting her to sit here. I'm going to walk around and see if I can get her to make a mistake. She probably won't, but if I can, it's just a learning lesson.
Who is it?
Hey!
Hey! Oh my God! Yeah, bring the package on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bring it in, set it right inside the door.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Oh my gosh.
So I've seen a lot of interest there, but she's starting to take a back seat. We talk about that all the time with hierarchy, where the dog becomes a follower, so they don't go and try to decide how to deal with the situation. They allow you to. So I've seen her very interested with what's going on over here right now, but she stayed, and that's a good girl. Good. Very good girl. Okay. So when she's outside, this is another thing that I know that a lot of people struggle with, and I know that Pepper struggles with. When we release her outside, we will have her sit at the threshold. There's no more busting outdoors. There's no more of that. This is how you're going to keep her in check. This is how you're going to keep her under your thumb. This is how you're going to keep her compliant. So we're regulating movement with place. We're regulating, we're taking away options with place. Same with the kennel. Also coming in and out of the kennel, coming in and out of the door to go potty, coming in and out of car door. These are called thresholds, right? She is not allowed to just bolt out the door. If she looks like she's going to bolt out the door, I typically let them bolt out the door, give them a correction, recall them back in. That way they can get the correction to see what happens. Once you do that once or twice, they don't do it anymore. You'll actually open the door and they won't go out. You can ask for a sit if you want, whatever you feel is appropriate. As long as she's not bolting out that door, we're good. She waits to be released to go out any door, and that includes her kennel, okay? Once she goes out to go potty, guess what? When it's time to come in, beep. Nice tone on the recall. If she comes right in, we're all good. Good girl. If she lollygags or doesn't listen, correction. Beep again. If she still doesn't listen, firmer correction. She'll come on in, and then the next time we let her out, she's likely to come immediately when we tone her. So now we have a way to get her directly. We know how to let her out, we know how to get her in, and we know what she's doing when she's in here, right? Alternatively to the place command, you can use downstays. If you're needing her to stay real quick, there's no place bed around, you can just say stay. If you want her to be really committed, you can tell her to down, right? But ideally, if she's going to be staying for long periods of time and relaxing, there's your place command. Give you a couple more tips here. I don't want it to run too long. With her, because she has a history of barking out windows and being dominant around the house and chasing off mailmen and stuff, place bed probably shouldn't be right up against the windows. Probably shouldn't be right by a door. These are hopefully common sense. Look where we have it, right? No windows that she's going to be interacting with. The door is off to the distance, right? She's not in the way of foot traffic. It's out of the way a little bit, okay? So keep that in mind with your placement. Same with the kennel. We don't want and I've seen people do it. They'll put the kennel like right next to the front door, I swear, or right by a window or something, or right where there's a lot of foot traffic. Tuck it away in another room or somewhere where she can have privacy, where she's not sitting there watching everything. The kennel should be in a place where she can turn off and relax. You know, she doesn't have access to watch and look at everything going on. All right, that wraps up the talking portion. Now I'm going to get to just working her. This is her first time working up here, so we'll see how she does. Pepper. Come. Good girl. That's nice. There's a correction there. Good girl. Very nice. I love that. I love that. Stay. Oh yeah, it's very nice. I get to check to see if it's appropriate time to release her for a potty break. Break. That's my girl.
No leash?
We're just gonna pop out real quick and see if she stretch her legs.
Said she'd be long gone.
Oh yeah, she would have been long gone, for sure. That a good girl.
Amazing.
I don't know what they have for a property. I don't know if it's fenced in or not, but
Electric fence.
electric fence. Okay, yeah. But I let her stretch her legs. Let her go potty. All that, and then we'll use the recall to get her back in. Now I can go to the door and recall her to me, and she'll, wherever she is, come right with me. Or I could literally heel her and walk her wherever we need to go. Okay? Why don't you come down here and walk down here with her so she'll stay here, because she's just going to follow me. Using our imagination here. All right, Pepper, come. That's a good girl. Yeah. Now when we're here, she can't just go into the door, remember? Good girl. She's using the down on her own for a coping skill. I'll go in first, make sure everything's good. Break.
Nice.
Good girl. Now we're back into the house. Now we could have went outside. It could have just been a potty break. It could have been a walk. It could have been any number of things. Now it's back to place. Place.
Beautiful.
Love it. Good girl. Love it. Very nice. And then she'll stay there until we're ready to do something else. Now, if I didn't want to pay attention to her at all, meaning I can't afford to have the responsibility because I'm too busy to pay attention, I'll put her in her kennel. Okay? While she's out here, although I can do whatever I need to do, I can eat, I can be in and out of the rooms, I can do all this stuff, I can clean. If I can't afford to pay attention to her, then it's best to just put her in her kennel.
Yep.
Okay? It's very nice. Let's give an example of the heel just so we can, yeah?
Moving around the house.
Yeah. Another thing she hasn't done yet here in this room. So, Pepper, good girl. Heel. Very nice. I love that. And now we'll just go walk around here. Is that a good girl? Just to give an example of how we can move from one room to another. This is the same mechanics as we use on the walk. Right? Good girl.
Beautiful.
Not a whole lot of places to walk here, but come on, Pepper. Heel. Good girl. We'll be tightening this up more. Very nice.
Harder than it looks.
Absolutely. Come on, girl. Good girl. Okay, so we can walk around the house. All right, good girl. Stay.
Beautiful.
And then when I say stay, she's anchored there, and then I can detach, do whatever I need to do. These are just little examples of the mechanics of the commands here. All right. But we're going to let her relax, and we'll put her back on her place bed. Pepper, place.
Beautiful.
Good job, girl.
Good girl.
And let her sit.
Love it.